Hey there Internet, and welcome to episode 7 of my fitness vlog, chronicling my journey from fatman to superstud in 28 weeks. This is week number 7, and actually week number 7 brings me to 1/4 of the way through this journey of mine, so I'm very excited about that. So obviously I still have another 21 more weeks to go, but so far I've been doing fine. A couple of slips, but making progress in the right direction, so very happy with that progress so far. This week was the week with tiredness. I have found myself getting more and more tired over the last couple of weeks, or maybe the last 3 weeks. And no doubt, and part of that is because I'm dropping the amount of calories that I'm having each day, and also I am increasing my strength exercises and of course my cardio exercises as well. So it's beginning to take a little bit more out of me. So I suspect that this will continue for a little while longer, until I start bringing either back probably bringing the food level back up, which won't be for a while yet. So I have another 5 more weeks left in this stage 1. So this stage 1 was a 12-week period, and I've just finished week 7. So another 5 more weeks, and that'll bring me to the end of stage 1. It'll also bring me to 1,500 calories on a daily basis, which is quite low, and I know it's quite low. But I'll be only doing that for a short period of time, and then starting to step back up. So at that point I hope that my exercise level will have increased to such a degree that it will be doing now most of the heavy lifting, if you pardon the pun, rather than the diet. But for right now it's the diet that needs to do most of the work. So with that tiredness, I'm afraid there was an impact on both my diet and indeed on my activities. But I'll start with my activities. I reached 11 minutes jogging last week, which was great. Now I was aiming for 11 minutes 30 seconds, giving myself 30-second increments over 3 days, but I missed my jogging on Saturday, so I was particularly tired on Saturday and I didn't end up going to the gym, and so unfortunately I missed that target. But weight wise I was very happy. I managed to hit 107.8 kilograms on Saturday morning, which if you remember from last week, I've decided to move my weigh-in days to Saturdays instead of Mondays. So I was very happy to have reached at least that target, and in fact quite a little bit under that target. Now I'm a little higher today in terms of weight, but my goal is to try and get that 107.8 as it was on Saturday down to 107 for this coming Saturday. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. But anyway, I'll come back to that. So yeah, I didn't quite do as well last week as I wanted to, either with diet. I had a couple of missteps in relation to treats as well. So I did have my cheat meal on Saturday, and that was fine, and that was the way it was supposed to be. But unfortunately I had a couple of others as well just prior to that, and a few just after that. I am very happy to say that I've gotten myself back on track as of yesterday and today. So hopefully it is just a blip, and as with when it happened before, it's something that I can demonstrate that I can recover from. So I'm not too concerned about it. As I said, I also missed my final jogging session, so didn't quite get my jogging up to the level I wanted to get. And while I'm continuing with my weights, and I've made a couple of very small, very slight changes, I mentioned some of them previously, and I made a couple of adjustments to those changes this last week as well. I'm finding it quite difficult. I'm finding it very hard to push through. Not any from a psychological basis, just purely from a physiological basis. It is tough. It's tough for me to do it, but I'm really looking forward to completing this 12-week program. There's only 5 more weeks left in it, and even if it's not what I'll carry on with, and it probably won't be, I'll probably do something different after the 12 weeks. It is, I think it'll be of great benefit to me to see that I have been able to complete a 12-week cycle on this program, and I'll take from it whatever I get. And then wherever I'm at the end of the 12 weeks, that'll be my starting point for my new program. Another thing that I wanted to do last week was to study how the human body works, how it absorbs nutrients, and why we are supposed to eat the kind of foods we're supposed to eat and not eat the kind of foods we're not supposed to eat. But I had hoped to start that study last week and I didn't. I just didn't get into it. So for this coming week, I do intend to do a little bit of work on that, and because I think it is an important aspect of this. I'm also going to work very hard on maintaining the diet, make sure that the diet doesn't fall off the tracks this week. I think it's important when I do slip up that I just put that extra bit of effort to try and regain the position I was at. And once I do that, I think I know that's a workable protocol. But if I just kind of put half an effort into it or whatever, I know the slip up will actually become a more permanent thing. So, but as I said, so far so good this week already, and I'll continue to work very hard to make sure that remains the case. As I said, I will continue the gym the way it is. I'm actually happy with the adjustments that I made last week. They were just a couple of small ones, and I think after the end of next week, so in the following week, I'll be going back to my physio, and we'll be discussing preparing for stage 2. So far, that's where I'm at. Hopefully by this Saturday I will be at 107 kilograms in weight and getting myself up to 13 minutes jogging. Now it's more than what I would be doing if I was only doing 3 sessions this week, so I'm going to try and ramp up the pace. Today I have a gym session very soon, and then on Thursday, and then another one on Saturday. So hopefully I'll be able to bring myself back up to 13 minutes, which would be the target for this week. If not, it'll be about 12. It will be 12 minutes 30 seconds. So we'll see what I get to, but I'm going to aim for the 13. So as always, thanks so much for all of your comments and all of your good wishes. Again, they really do help. I think this process of actually talking to you guys, trying to keep myself accountable to you guys, does make a difference. It does get me to do the things that I need to do, especially during those times when I just don't want to do them. So thank you very much for your continuing support for this, and I will see you all again in 1 week's time. Bye bye.